I had the typewriter, bro. What was it like?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
How? Yeah.
Hello, content creators, developers, all of that.
Human cheese.
You're listening to the Technullogy Podcast. We're in the studio. I'm here with my partners in crime, Jamal. What's up? We're here with Marvin.
What's up?
And we have a special guest, Emmanuel.
Obviously, yeah.
How you doing?
We've been seeing you grind, bro. We've been watching.
Exactly.
The first time I saw you, when was it? It was at Aston ACS.
Yeah.
Probably don't. Do you remember?
No, I remember.
Aston ACS.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
This is why I remember because I was on stage, fam.
Yeah.
Take me out, man.
Yeah.
You're the fat
take me
camera.
out.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, couple bookings at Aston and and the ball as well.
Yeah, the ball. Yeah, legacy ball. Yeah.
It was good.
Wait, you on the camera?
Yeah, I was the videographer for it. So.
2015.
Okay.
Alright.
I think I've done it 3 times, I think.
Yeah.
Last one I did photos. But yeah.
Even Big Clash as well.
Yeah, Big Clash.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, I hear that.
yeah man. Uni.
He's been grinding.
Yeah, man. I've
grinding.
been here, man.
Couple music videos here and there.
Yeah, I've done a music video recently, last year as well. So
Yeah.
just switching it up, different things, man.
I mean, we'll get into all of that. But first of all, Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year,
Happy
guys.
New Year.
7 days in and that.
7? No, it's 10, man.
It's 10.
Yeah.
You okay?
Alright, time is quick.
Actually, it's going it's going well, bro.
Bro, nah, man. Beginning of this year was a bit mad, innit? I just got landed and then all I see is World War 3. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
That's a World War 3.
I can't lie.
You don't see the timeline, fam.
It was mad, but those tweets were funny. I can't lie, they were funny.
What was it? The cartoon. What's that show?
The best, go on.
The cartoon one from Cartoon Network.
Bro, don't do this.
Cartoon.
No, man. From
Yeah.
Cartoon Network, fam. There was one, but they're on like a sea.
The sea.
You know this show, man. You know this it used to be on Cartoon Network.
Used to be.
They're like spies, fam. There's like 5 of them.
Are you sure on the sea?
Yes.
For some reason, I'm thinking
Spies.
that's
They were like,
That's what I thought.
that's it. Thank you.
Oh, it's
Naked,
all
yeah. In the video, have you not seen the meme? Where
No, I
they're-
ain't seen that meme.
Nah, I ain't seen that.
There's a meme for. Oh, I need to see
Yeah,
that.
World War 3. Yeah.
No, you got to send me that.
I will.
You gotta
Bro,
send me
I
that.
need to be educated on that.
But wait, can I just ask, what does the sea have to do with anything?
Bro, if you watch the video, then you see.
Alright.
It's probably one of those episodes. Yeah. Did you guys see the one of the guy who's recording and he's sticking his head out of the car? Then the car behind just
pops,
fam, and he just sits back in. I'm like, no reaction as well, fam. They're desensitized, fam.
Yeah, I left Twitter when I realised
Like,
I was actually laughing. I just had to close that out because it was mad.
You know, when I saw it, I was like, yo, it's actually.
Yo, someone else
crazy
showed me
in
this.
Virginia.
I didn't see it. Cause I looked at Twitter. I was like, Twitter's it's an echo
Twitter
chamber
is,
of nonsense at
Nah,
this point.
it's crazy. Especially that period is crazy. I don't even want to go into it.
Yeah.
Can someone show me that?
Yeah.
If worst case scenario, yeah, Britain got involved and they said men or people at a certain age had to enroll. You got to fight.
Bro, I am going back tonight.
Bro, you see that
so quick.
night fast.
So quick. Tomorrow.
Like, some of us have peas. We couldn't even make it to Afro Nation. I don't know.
Man, I'm telling you, when that landed,
Whoa.
do you know how peak it is? You come from Sunshine,
Yeah.
like I literally came from Sunshine, landed, opened to it, saw World War 3, and I was like, I was just in West Africa enjoying my life.
You should have stayed.
We didn't have consistent electricity, and food was not amazing. But I didn't have to worry about any war.
Your food is not amazing.
Yeah, I was about to get into that.
Time out. The reason why I say food is okay. So, fam, shit. Oh,
Like, let's give some context in it. So you're recently back from Sierra Leone.
yes.
Okay.
So I recently came back. So the reason why I say is the food
is an Afro Nation, no?
No, I came from West Africa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you left what, the 17th?
To go there?
Yeah.
21st.
21st.
No, 22nd, sorry.
22nd and came back on the 2nd.
Third.
The 3rd, alright.
Yeah, I had a layover in Morocco and it's like 5 hours.
What airline?
What? Morocco.
Emirates or Morocco?
Morocco.
Morocco. Okay.
So because because they said that there was Ebola in Sierra Leone and all that kind of nonsense.
Yeah.
Some direct lines they just decided to scatter.
Still exists.
It does not. It doesn't. You know they like to blow things out of proportion.
Media enough.
Yeah.
Maybe that was why they're trying to draw the door closed.
They use the text. It's like, okay, we're gonna die. Leave them with this one. No, just to clear up. The
it's not because we're in the basement, fam. So if you try to scream, no.
Get to digging.
Dig where? There's a window here, fam.
That's a window.
We'll find out. We will find out quick. Just clear up. The food wasn't terrible. The food was lit, but you know when your stomach isn't acclimatized to proper food. You know what I mean? So I say it wasn't lit because I spent like a good amount of time on the toilet.
Ajebo.
Can you translate?
Ajebo. What? You know coconut.
Yeah.
That's it.
Start with the thing. You're thinking.
To be honest, I was gonna ask this, right? So when like
your Oreo fam.
Oh my.
With his whole chest. With his whole chest. It's okay.
when let's say like the Nigerians or the Ghanaians are having the jollof rice the debate.
Rice, yeah.
What is your actual national?
This guy is
dish?
actually.
What is?
He's trying to stick it on.
I don't
said it in the most politest way ever. What do you guys bring? Exactly, what do you guys bring?
I don't know any like Sierra Leonean dishes. Like, can you just?
So this is Technullogy Podcast.
Personally, I won't have
we
that.
talk about technology. I'm not gonna have it. And I'm gonna have it. I'm not, but we're not gonna do it on camera. No, we're not gonna do this on camera. We're not gonna do this on camera. You keep on my neck, I'm looking at you like, fam.
So
Answer the question.
Exactly.
Okay, so Sierra Leone did once win the jollof rice. There was actually a competition. Sierra Leone actually won.
Oh, sir.
And where was this? Where was this?
Where? I don't know where it was, but I know I heard about it. And when I checked online, it's actually a thing. If you go and you check, it's a thing.
And you
You know what? Yeah, with that debate, I've just matured. Like,
yeah, you have to.
I was saying Nigeria before, but now I've wisened up, and now I believe that it's whoever makes the jollof rice.
Thank you.
Okay.
I tasted some West Nigerian ones, some Ghanaian ones.
I know my
but it depends on who makes it.
I like this guy. He should be a constant to go against your crap. And the fact that you call me an Oreo, you know what I mean? It's okay. Not like because on this thing you're the shortest one here and your one is fat. It's okay.
Bro, no, he's wedge, fam.
Wedge.
He's been gymming, fam.
Well, I'm telling you, you should have seen the original edition. Bro, you look like Hercules, man. They're going to be big. But I like it though. I love it.
Okay, cool. Don't worry. I'm going to be
Let us know what you
sick of
think,
for the
guys.
rest of
Let
the
us
time.
know. Let us know.
Oh man, this thing actually it blurred out on you, man.
Yay.
There you go.
Yeah, I think
You see, even though you're sticking on me, I'm still looking out for you, man.
my guy.
It's okay.
My guy.
Yeah.
Your guy. Okay.
My guy. All right. Before we get into it, I think we have a quick disclaimer to make. In fact, no announcement. All right. So our Discord is actually now set up. So if you're interested in programming, content creating, and all of that, join our Discord. We'll put a link for those listening via audio. We'll put a link in the description. YouTube listeners, you should see a link up here on screen. And yeah, just a quick word on that. Actually, like the channel's in there. There's a general channel that's strictly for announcements. So anything put in there will get deleted quite promptly. But yeah, watch your language and all of that. I don't want no nonsense in there. But yeah, all right, let's get into it.
Cute.
Where do we start?
Honestly, why is it called technology?
Mm-hmm.
What's the is that the AF influence? Like technology?
Whoa.
I don't know. What's
That's
why is it?
interesting.
Yeah, why?
That is interesting. All right, so basically, we're all into tech, so we have tech backgrounds, right?
Yeah.
And in programming, null is a primitive data type, so it just basically means like nothing.
Okay.
So
No, we're not nothing. Just
so it's just to show that.
Terminology, yeah. It's a play on the words. No,
Yeah,
six
yeah.
though, yeah. That's calm. Okay.
Right. Yeah, man. So For those who don't know, Emmanuel actually created our intro.
Hey.
So do you want to tell us the process
That was
behind
you.
that?
Yeah.
You didn't know?
Bro.
No,
I
fam.
mean, I handled most of the correspondence,
Yeah.
so this is the first time that you guys.
Yeah, this is the first time I'm finding out. So,
Yeah.
okay, another disclaimer. Stuff happens when it comes to this podcast, and Paul is fast.
Let's not get things done.
When he wants something to be done,
Yeah.
it's a good thing. It's a good
Communication
thing.
on
Yeah.
point still.
With you. So, I'm going to be very stressed with you. I'll be like at work, and I'll come and I'll be like, oh, this has been done. I'm like, okay, what's going on? But Paul is actually he's on job with it. But it's one of those ones there where, okay, we know that this intro has been done, the cover's been done, this has been done. I'm like, wait, hold on. I need to breathe.
Relax.
I'm at work. Let me at least come and settle down. Before we've come back, we finish, or we finalize what the intro is, we finalize this, we just need to go ahead. And I can't sit there and be like, wait, hold on. Rewind. What do we need? You know what I mean? So it's a bit, yeah. Anyway, let me not take away.
Nah,
Go
that's
on.
cool. That's cool. What was that process like?
So I don't specialize in. I'm still learning how to use After Effects and stuff. So when it comes, when I'm the sort of creative that helps anyone that comes to me, whatever it is, I'll find a way to do it and I'll do it. You know what I mean? So what I do in terms of making an intro, that something I don't specialize in, I'll find an online resource and learn it while I've been paid to do it. So essentially I'm being paid to learn how to do something.
Yeah.
Or I'll try and look for templates online that I can use to like try and fit the client's what's the word I'm looking for? Vision. And try and like just piece it together in a way that suits their needs kind of thing. So yeah, that's pretty much how I work and that's what I did for your intro.
Man, I love that. I love that.
So, yeah, if you can't do something, there's always a way to do it online. So I definitely feel like you should be able to, like in this internet age, there's no excuse. So
big up you.
yeah.
I mean, as I said, like I handled most of the correspondence. You guys didn't actually see like the actual contractual process and all of that. Emmanuel's pattern with all of that. So what was that like? Just did you go through an experience where you needed to just introduce contracts?
Boy,
Yeah.
listen, I'll be real.
True, that's a
I'll
good
be so real. When I started freelancing in uni, I was charging like £20, tenner.
Oh, you didn't
For
know.
contracts.
That's how you start though.
I was doing handshake agreements.
No,
I was doing spuds.
I get you.
Spuds,
Yeah.
that was the agreement, fam.
I get what you
And
mean.
it was just chaos. Like there was no order, I didn't know what I was doing. I wasn't that good at what I was doing. So yeah, but then over time, you go through one bad experience and you keep going through those experiences, good or bad, and they shape.
To share.
Huh?
To share.
I'm not really gonna, expose people. I'm not trying to, what I'm saying. But
All right, you don't have to expose.
Yeah.
But is there like a specific experience or scenario?
okay, let me think. Bad experiences, like for example.
We don't want to put anyone on blast.
Yeah, so you can
I'm trying to think of the
Really
least
deep in that.
worst thing. Let's see.
Think of contractual agreements, legalities.
So like, for example,
Careful.
like just as an example, like you'll speak to a client, let's say on WhatsApp or something, and you think they understood what you were like talking about, but really and truly, there's been a miscommunication somewhere, and you've now made this, and then because there was no contract in place, they're expecting this, so now you're liable. And not only do you have to refund them, but you now have to still produce the work just because the communication wasn't like clear. So a contract is, for me anyway, is like an approved, like it's a seal. It's like we've discussed this and we've agreed, and it states here and this and whatever it is clearly. And yeah, that's essentially what is communication. So I feel like if you're doing business, no matter how you do it, if you can communicate clearly, then you're calm. You know what I mean?
How do people perceive like the whole contract thing? Like when you
they know you mean business.
I know.
Yeah, so like when I start, like clients started taking me more seriously when I started using contracts. So before, I was like, because like, let's be real, when we're doing business, like we're young people, we're trying to make money, we're trying to hustle, not illegally, but you know, some of us illegally, but some of us illegally. But yeah, like I started doing invoices because I understood, okay, cool. Receipts, so when you go to a shop, you get a receipt, so you need an invoice when you're doing a service. So I started doing that, but the thing is with an invoice, it's still not an agreement, it's just a thing that says you paid something for something. So then, after that I was thinking, how can I get people to take me seriously, one, and two, how do I get something that states exactly what I'm gonna do? I know, could you do something else for me, bro?
You must have been for a lot.
Yeah, a lot. Can you do an extra edit? Oh, can you add can you make it bigger? Or can you extra revisions? You know what I mean? So when you have a contract, it's like the analogy I can give you is having a safe, and you guys have said, I'm gonna get this, and then you give me the key, and we lock it. Now, if you open it again, what are you gonna get? It's what's in there. It's it. There's no changes. It's not gonna increase. It's not gonna decrease. It's just what's in there. So, yeah, contracts definitely like, and I feel like it just gives clarity to the client as well. You know what I mean? So, it just helps them to understand what they're gonna get out of it as well. So it's like, wait, hold on. You said when we spoke, you said, oh, we're gonna do this, but it's not in the contract. So you gotta be careful as well before you sign it, because some people have clauses in their contracts that benefit them but not the client, kind of thing. So it's like you've just signed, and they're just finessing you like an idiot. But you've signed, you know what I mean? So,
I wouldn't even lie. Like it took me a minute to get back to you because I went to my lawyer friend. I was like, listen, you need to sit down. You need to go through this.
Bro, like literally, I can put whatever I want in the contract.
Exactly,
You know what I mean? So, and most people, they just sign. They just send it back to me and sign. I'm thinking, I could just take the piss, but it's not my nature, innit? So I'm not gonna do that. You know, I love working with different people and helping people genuinely, and it's always a good experience when the client is understanding and you know they have good communication. You know what I mean? Like I've come to a level where I don't really take money as serious. Money is not the issue. Like I want to work with people. I want to, especially black people. I want to help my people and get better. But I just want to do good business properly, like the practice. You know what I mean? So if we can do that and speak, you know, properly, communicate properly, then that's sick.
That's good, man.
I can relate, fam. Like more sense.
We all can relate. We all can relate. All right, I know you got a lot of experience in the game, in creating everything. But how did you actually get started? Was it always something you wanted to do, or did you just fall into it?
Creative, man, you're really taking me back. So I started. What did I actually start? I mean, we're creative technically, but I would say I knew I was a creative in my bones when I got to like year 10, year 11, and I was doing art, GCSE, art and design. So I was painting and I was doing portraits of myself and doing designing and all these little things, and then I went to college, and then I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I just thought, let me do something I would enjoy. That was my approach. Other people, they were more, they had more ambitious aspirations. I want to be a lawyer, doctor. I was impressed by that, but I was like, I don't actually want to do that. I'm not, you know what I mean? So I thought, okay, cool. I like designing. I like the concept of creating things, visual things. So I was like, okay, cool. Graphic design. I liked painting, so I picked fine art in college as well. I went to SFX, by the way, for those that don't know. And then...
Big up the analyst.
Wait, SFX?
Yeah, SFX in Balham.
Sorry, me, I'm fresh to some of the stuff in there.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I don't know about big up them.
What does it stand for?
St. Francis Xavier.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay. Xavier.
Sixth form college, it was kind of a big one.
Yeah, something really big. Yeah.
Sorry, man.
I don't mean to cut you, but like, what were your kind of friends, family, or parents' reactions when they heard that you wanted?
They knew I was a creative from
so
young, man.
Like
I took my art homework more seriously in school than any other homework I had. So they already knew I was staying at school in secondary school till 6 p.m. just to finish a final piece or something. You know what I mean? And this was in secondary school.
2:33 hit some.
Like, you know what I mean? 4 p.m. That's long, you know. 6. Yeah. So yeah, they knew, they were quite supportive. So I'm grateful for that as well. Like my parents weren't, like in a sense traditional for me to go and become a lawyer or doctor or stuff like that. They've been supportive from the get-go.
You have to become a lawyer.
Yeah.
Look at your cousin.
I think I would have just rebelled, you know, if they were like that. I would have just said, no, I'm running away. I'm just... yeah. So yeah, and then in college, I tried to pick drama. I think it was drama or something because I liked acting. I used to act as well in church as well. Okay. But it didn't fit the timetable block, so they just said, you know what, we'll give you media studies. And I was like, oh, okay, cool, I'll take that. So fast forward into second year of uni, my mum's bought me a camera. I've been pestering my mum for months to get me a camera. She bought me a camera, like a compact one. I broke it in the first day. Yeah, it dropped on the floor and broke.
How did you break it to her? How did you tell her? Does she know to this day?
You don't want to just like...
Does she know to this day? You know them ones.
It's like,
I would not even let her know.
Boy, it's just, yeah, it's tight. Because she asked, innit? It's like, she just bought the camera. She's like, how's the camera? Mum, it doesn't exist anymore. Can't lie. It's just, yeah, so it was tight. That was like £100. That was a lot of money back then. Then a couple months went by again. I'm in college, and then, you know, no, this is I got my first camera, proper camera, in October, so I was pestering her in September before I went back to college, and I was like, Mum, I really want to do photography, can you buy me this camera? And then, then obviously I was in gym. This was when I was really like taking gym seriously and calisthenics as well, and then she called me and she was like, meet me in Old Kent Road. And I was like, oh, okay. Then I met her and it was Curry's, I think. Yeah. And then I was like, Mum, what are we doing here? Are we doing shopping for the house? So I was like, no, for the camera. I was like, oh. She even got me a better one than the one I asked for. And then, literally. If it wasn't for my mum, I don't know if I'll be here, man. Honestly, she changed my life still. That's massive, man. She even bought my second camera as well. Yeah, she's invested there, so I have to become a millionaire. I have to support my mum, man. Everywhere I can. So
I even forgot, you even do model. You got your models as well, fam.
That was another saga of my life.
What?
Yeah,
he's got.
You don't want to go into my life story.
I've been playing this guy, fam.
My guy, I said, are you ready before we started?
This podcast, just rename it to
models. You had models.
Yeah, this guy, flexes.
First year of uni, I went to Coventry University, and there was a point where I was like, you know what, I'm tired of DMing people to work with them, kind of thing. Yeah. So it was just a thing of like, wouldn't it be so sick if I just had like a group of models that I could just work with, and just
But this happened first year of uni?
Yeah, first year of uni. So I was just like, fam, I need my models, man.
So what was the proposal? Let's say like...
So basically I did a shoot. So what triggered it was I did a shoot, and it was meant to be like a concept kind of piece. So I was trying to create a calendar, and each month would be a different model from a different African country or whatever. Or just a country around the world. So I tried to get models from different countries, and organising that was such a hassle. I was like, imagine I just had models just there, just ready to do a shoot. So it's like, maybe I should have my own model agency kind of thing. And then one of the girls that were there that was modelling for me at the time, I spoke to her about it, and we just started it. So
let's say I'm a model and you come to me, like, what would you say?
Now?
Yeah, as in, I'm just trying to, for those that want to
do something. Oh no, if you
like
come
that.
to me now, I can't help you, my friend. But if you came to me back then obviously, to be fair, it went up, like, it blew up quite quick. Like, I was surprised, like, because it wasn't something people was doing at the time. Like, no one really had something like that. So it was, I saw it on Twitter. There was a couple times where it was a talking point as well. But yeah, some people were there. They came through. They took advantage of it, but some people like what I like about it is I don't regret doing it in the sense that it's helped. So like some people that started modeling, they never did modeling before, came, and that's what they're doing now. Like they like, as a full-time thing, like a prop. They've got mad opportunities. You know what I mean? Some couple people got a clothing line. You know, some like, people are doing sick things. You know what I mean? So
that's good.
Yeah, so one of the models was in a newspaper as well. He signed to a proper agency as well now, and he never even considered modeling ever. He just wanted to join because he's like, he's my boy, and you know what I mean. So when I think of those things, the positives, it's like okay, cool. I don't regret it at all. But it was headache, man. It was headache. I did a launch party for it. I even collaborated with like a youth group in Edmonton. We did a fashion show as well. So yes, it's good times, but I'm not going back.
Wow. Huh? You're not going back?
I'm not going back. No, I don't have passion for it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like I was, my role in that kind of setting was I was managing the models and you know, kind of like being a manager pretty much. Yeah, just working with them, doing the photos for them as well. And yeah, but it was long, man. Yeah.
Wow. Man of many talents,
Trust.
Wow. Trust me. Alright, for those who don't know, Emmanuel actually got a book out.
Thank you.
You can see it on screen, building a brand. Could you talk a bit
about that? Again. You guys are not talking, I only want to talk.
You got a special guest.
Cool. By the time you're done, you'll be tired of talking. You'll be tired of talking.
This is all about you, man.
Exactly. It's your show, man.
We paid.
People don't know.
For you, my guy.
You don't know, man. You don't know. He has been grinding.
You know, funny enough, I don't know if you guys know, I got my own podcast as well.
Wait.
Okay.
Oh.
Is it now starting?
No.
Okay, let me, Jamal, how do you... I normally do work for camera, but this one...
There.
Because it's not just saying what kind of...
Wait, turn it further back. Don't press that button. It's the one there. Yeah, now it's there.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. But I don't want to press it and then you just now starts doing I go down, I'm just there looking at you like Jamal.
Action.
I'm dead.
So I don't know if you guys know, I got my own podcast as well.
Yeah.
And it's called the Emmanuel Ajayi Podcast. And right now I'm in a space where I'm trying to like promote myself to be a branding consultant as well. So throughout all my experiences, through doing different kinds of ventures, businesses, and everything you can possibly think of, I've just decided, you know what, I need to help people develop their brand strategy. Because like I went to uni to study graphic design.
Yeah.
And what I've noticed is being a logo designer and designing like logos and business cards and etc. for people. People are not focusing on the foundations of their brand, which is like your mission statement, your purpose, and your positioning in terms of where you want to be positioned in your client's mind and stuff. So all the essentially the foundation of what you need to start a brand, people are just skipping and just jump into the logo design process. And it's just like you're struggling with your marketing because you don't even know what your brand is about. Yeah. It's like I wouldn't be able to promote you if I didn't know you, would I?
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? You wouldn't be able to promote me if you didn't know about me. So that's literally what you're doing. So I'm trying to like educate people to understand that there's more to building a brand than just starting with the logo. You don't start with the logo. The logo is actually like the 10th or 11th step as opposed to. So I just cover those things in my book, and it's like a step-by-step guide, so you can read it and just fill it out.
And where can we get it?
It's online. It's free ebook.
Hey.
Yeah, it's free. It's free.
A whole
the link there, guys.
Are you sure he wants to help people?
Yeah, I'm trying to
help people.
Like I'm even doing free brand consultation meetings as well.
God bless you heavily, my guy.
You know what I mean? For this month anyway.
For this
month.
Question. Do you actually have like a clothing brand? Because I noticed that the thing that's on the, it's like a signature.
Yeah. So
it's
it's on my hat as well. So what I've also noticed is I've been spending money on other people's brands. And I just thought to myself, am I a mug? I can design as well. So I started, you know what, I'm just going to put my brand on clothes and wear what I like.
Yes.
There it is, you know what I mean?
1,000 retweets on that, fam.
I got
Obviously.
a shirt and then it's my logo on the back as well.
That is.
Swear that.
So yeah, that's just, and I got a jacket as well, a champion. I got like a champion endorsed jacket and it's got my logo on there as well.
You should put that in the podcast.
Yeah.
Just like do a thing.
I want to see
that jacket, bro.
Yeah. The quality.
It's on Twitter. If you got your phones, I'll show you later or now. But yeah, it's there.
Alright.
Yeah, man. I thought like, fam, I'm wasting too much money on, you know what I mean, other people's brands, and I could be promoting myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, doing a good job of it already, man.
Yeah.
Doing a good job.
That's
A lot
what it
of
is,
us
man.
will put our names. And to be honest, it looks like a lit signature, so I
Yeah,
like that.
thank you.
So
It's just my name, Emmanuel Ajayi. That's
Don't worry, you made it work well. You made it work well.
Exactly.
That's sick.
There's the guys that go to private school.
Yeah.
Did you go to secondary school then?
No. Oh, no, they didn't
I
do it
went
like
secondary
that.
school still.
You went secondary school?
Yeah.
Jeez, and what
I was
era?
born there, but I
Yeah.
got shipped in when I was 10. No, sorry, not 10. I came back here when I was 10. I was there for 4 years, 6 years old there.
I came back when I was 6 years old.
I had the proper experience still.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. You appreciate it.
Yeah.
There's the guys that go to private school.
Yeah.
Did you go to secondary school then?
No. Oh, no, they didn't
I
do it
went
like
secondary
that.
school still.
You went secondary school?
Yeah.
Jeez, and what
I was
era?
born there, but
Yeah.
I got shipped in when I was 10. No, sorry, not 10. I came back here when I was 10. I was there for 4 years, 6 years old there.
I came back when I was 6 years old.
I had the proper experience still.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. You appreciate it.
I had a typewriter, bro. What was it like?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How?
Yeah, so that's why I'm always. This is why I do bears, because I look back at those times and I think, fam, I need to be sharp. You know,
Oh my
days! You
days.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's a kid there. He's like me. He's still using a typewriter now. Oh, no, not now, but
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. And he's there trying to probably look for a job. I'm here in London.
Yeah.
You know,
Wow.
enjoying the
That's
opportunity.
fruit.
So yeah, I'm always grateful for that, man.
That's what nice. That's what going back home does, man.
Honestly.
100.
You were making a point, my guy. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry, continue, man.
Oh yeah.
You
So
said you go to-
So the guys that usually go to private school, they always end up going. So this.
I'm just like man, typewriter, innit? Sorry.
Okay.
Oh, man, that was like
Right.
2000
Yeah.
times, man. 2001, 2000, yeah. Around them, yeah.
God.
No.
And in our last, we were talking about the fat computers,
Bro, okay, hold on.
the HPs.
We can cut this out. If you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
I'm 24.
Wow. So you were using a typewriter when you went back in secondary or primary?
So I was in secondary school. I was in a public secondary school.
So that wasn't 2000. What, my guy, that was like 2000.
No, so, okay, yeah, the clarification is Nigerian schooling system is more forward
Yeah.
than the UK.
Yeah.
So you can advance much quicker. Like,
Yeah,
I was in primary
some,
school.
Some guys will
I forgot what it's called.
double
Primary
promotion. fam.
4.
We don't want to bait people out.
And then I did an
No, but it's
exam.
true.
I did a
What, you went to
qualification
this day?
exam for secondary school. I went from, instead of doing primary 5 and 6,
Yeah.
I just went to JS1. So
Wow.
there's JS1,
Yeah,
JS2,
JS1,
JS3,
yeah.
SS1, SS2, and then I forgot what it is. I think SS3 as well.
Yes, that's
And then
right.
I left at JS3, and I came back here.
Wow.
That means you did junior Neko, junior Wyatt. Did you do that? In
Think so,
JS3?
Yeah.
Your
He's
man
mad.
is sharp, man. Taking it
Yeah.
back.
Hey.
Yeah, you were saying.
I ain't even been back since as well. Fam.
Go back.
Nigeria's it's gonna look mad to me.
Go
when I go back. This year I'm going though. I'm going twice. So
I said
yeah,
twice.
I'm going twice, yeah. Because I've missed out all these years. I'm going back, man.
Where in Edge?
Lagos obviously.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Lagos, yeah.
Yeah, you were saying.
Yeah, so like the guys that do private school, they always end up going to that's why you have bare people coming to the UK, Canada, bare Nigerians in Canada, go to America. So they went to America. Obviously, there were, remember Adebayo?
Yeah.
Like some of the guys that came to the UK.
Yeah.
So I haven't seen the guys that went to the US in like 7 years. So when I saw them, bro, it was like, even though seeing the family was good as well, but seeing the guys that you grew up with, boarding school, you know, the madness that we've been through, bro, it was good seeing them after like 7 years. So that was a good link up. That was like the highlight.
Sorry, continue. I accidentally kicked that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was like the highlight. It was a little holiday. Americans, they know how to eat, chat.
Crazy.
I went in 2012, man, and when I came back, to even go on a jog,
bro,
Was it that deep?
it was mad.
no, the food.
Because I played a lot of basketball back then. It took me about 2 months just to start to feel human again, fam. What they eat, the amount of oil as well.
Burger, yeah, I think, bro, it's like this big, fam. Taking breaks just to eat burger. What? Yo,
I need
you
to
get
know.
low, yo, fam. What? No, they're like their medium is like, well, no, our large is their medium.
Bro,
And they've got like 3 sizes after that.
Yeah,
I need to go.
Super
I need to
super
go.
large.
my dad, yeah, he's so apt. He's like every single day. This is why they just fat. This is why they just fat.
I can remember.
Oh yeah, you gotta what?
Yes.
Cornflakes. The box is big. Like
Shout out to Uncle.
fam.
Shout out to Jamal's dad. You can't cancel him. He's lit.
Damn.
He's lit. I've met him. He's lit, man.
They got variety of Skittles,
Bare things.
bro.
Bare things. Even their shopping is just a bit weird. Like the clothes out there, depending on where you go, you can get them for quite cheap.
Yeah, my cheap. Yeah, definitely.
All right, man. Talk to us a bit about just taking your camera out there, going around, taking different shots, the editing process to get the final
At
video.
first, it was a bit like, obviously, I'm in a new land, you know,
Land of the free,
very land on the free, but it was a bit.
American dream.
Also, you like with vlogging. Also, you are a bit nervous.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're gonna encounter.
You know what? Being like a camera person,
Yeah.
I still ain't got around like the concept of holding a camera in front of my face and just. So anyone that does it,
Yeah.
man, so I put my hat to still. 'Cause it's nerve wracking still.
It is,
Can't lie,
man.
It's nerve wracking. Can't lie.
But then, like after a while, like when you start bringing people, like obviously my family were there. When I start
Yeah.
showing them,
Yeah.
kind of takes the weight off you. Kind of when they express themselves.
Yeah.
My mom, she was there and having fun on it. Sister as well, being herself. Obviously, my dad didn't really want to show fish. I didn't even try to put the camera on him or anything. But
Just get that camera.
it's the look, fam. The look. The look is saying
That's
if
what
you
it
don't
is.
get that camera out of my face, fam. So I didn't even there, fam, as he was saying. So yeah. So obviously there's that, and then when I started doing it, it started coming, easier. And obviously when they hear your accent as well,
Well, like
and then you
people on
now
the
bring
street-
them,
People on the street would be like,
bro. I was like, I help, fam. So basically, we went to go eat, like me and my guys.
Oh, you British?
From England?
Oh,
you from Britain?
know the Queen? No, I don't. Okay, carry on.
Lol. Oh, and there was one funny thing. One guy was like, I'll get into that later, but I don't think that's for the. I don't think that's check the later. Well, yeah, it's not for technology. It's not for technology. So one funny thing that happened when we went to IHOP, me and Amanda, because obviously they got that Nige accent and they got the American, and obviously I'm just there speaking my British, like just speaking it because I want everyone to hear that I'm from here, fam. So there was one fine young looking lady there, fam, and she was just looking over here and she's like, like, like she meant to be doing her, but she was so intrigued into what was going over here, fam, because of the accent. I didn't put her in the vlog because obviously
You don't want to put on blast and that.
It's just intriguing when you go over there and people are.
So that's actually a thing.
I
Like,
wanted to go
Yeah,
there and
they actually
see
love your
how
accent,
far-
fam. They love going there and speak your.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go there and see how far I can go with favors and just ask.
You're a bad guy.
Honestly,
That'll be interesting.
Bro, they love it, fam.
Yeah.
It'll be funny.
They love
Imagine,
it.
fam. Yeah.
People just turning their necks just to see who's that, fam.
Were your parents speaking English as well, or did they more speak like maybe Igbo?
No, it's all English, fam.
Okay, alright, that would have been interesting to just see
Maybe.
how they were perceived as well. You can say? Alright. What's on else? Alright, cool. So
what were you gonna say?
in recording the video and all of that, like what software do you what software do you use to
Up store.
What?
Up.
You know what?
Final Cut Pro store.
so,
Really?
No, Premiere Pro is 6 though. It's the industry standard, but
Yeah.
I feel like the way if someone was to ask me, a normal person was to ask me,
Yeah.
I feel like me personally, this is my personal opinion, Final Cut Pro is like the Apple of editing software, and Premiere Pro is like Android.
Yay.
Yes, I said it.
Yay.
I said it.
You feel hurt because you got Android right.
Yeah, he just said Time out.
I had to shift the fire to the other side.
Can we just, before we go too far,
I had to shift that flame.
I'm
What?
gonna dead it right now. You said that Premiere Cut Pro is industry
Is
standard,
that,
right?
yeah.
Okay, and then Final Cut Pro is.
It's industry standard as well.
No,
man.
don't change it. You said it in your first answer.
I didn't say it's not.
No, I like you right now.
Exactly.
I like you right now.
He
I
was
like you right now.
hey.
What did you say?
bro, receipts. Hey, we could play it back.
No, it's
Bro,
industry
receipts.
standard.
I want this to be Final Cut Pro is iPhone. Premiere, what's it?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
industry. Uh-huh.
No, I said it's Android.
That's not you, man, innit? I think I'm gonna take my leave. It's been fun being here, being bullied, fam.
Really? You use.
Yeah, like, I don't know.
I haven't
feel
seen
like,
it actually.
You know, I just love
Yeah.
Apple, innit? I probably, you know what, I could use Premiere Pro, and I
Yeah.
would if I had to, but
Yeah.
because I'm just an Apple fiend, like everything I own is Apple, so
Yeah.
Final Cut, man. No, but Premiere Pro is also not, I don't know why. It's just, you know what it is? Final Cut Pro was a software I used in college, so
Oh, so
so because
yeah.
I enjoyed, so I you know what it is, I attach good memories to it. So it's like, nostalgic, and it's, I want to use that instead. That's
Did
what-
you ever use
No, I use Premiere Pro.
No, you do what I'm gonna say.
Well, don't say iMovie.
No,
What you use it?
the Windows one. Did you ever use Movie Maker?
Oh, come on, man. I grew up on that, man.
Oh, okay, good. My guy.
Yeah, come on, man. Paint,
Bro.
all of that. I mastered all of the Windows softwares,
Fam.
fam. Yeah.
Do you want to tell them
I
what?
was designing on Paint before I ever used Photoshop. Come on.
But Movie Maker is my.
We touched
When there was only one transition, you slap it there, next frame,
That's it.
next one. Yeah, then you put your music
You
track
know,
underneath.
Aye,
We touched this on the last episode, but basically Jamal used that software.
so much.
He,
But it's improved now, though.
he used it in Spanish, bro.
Oh.
Yeah, Jamal's on that.
As in the English thing, he said enough.
It's still if
That's
I
it's too
bring
easy.
you the Windows laptop here, it's still in Spanish.
Oh.
That's how much I've
The whole
mastered.
laptop is in Spanish.
No, as in like
Just the
that.
actual software.
Yeah, because it got deleted somehow, and then
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and then I had
that's
to
you can't even delete that. It's pre-installed on the thing. How did you delete it?
Jamal has
I know how,
no
fam.
business
Nah,
in
it
Spanish,
took
my guy.
ages for you.
So what? You
Yeah.
learned Spanish in the process?
nah.
Oh.
I just knew like
That would
you
have been
know,
a sick story, though.
yeah, it
You
would
learned
have
Spanish.
you know.
Muscle memory, man.
Yes,
Yeah.
trust.
Alright, so for those that want to get into content creating and a bit of what you guys do, what advice would you give to anyone that hasn't touched a camera before, or hasn't touched editing software before?
I'll let the Baba take this one.
Oh, okay. First of all, content is whatever it is. Content is what you give to the people. If I'm a musician and I make music, that's content. So it is whatever your creative craft is. So it's not necessarily a picture or video or an image or whatever. So that's first of all. And then if you want to get into content creating, just find out what you want to do, what you enjoy. It always starts with a passion. I feel like if you enjoy it, you'll find ways to improve on it, and you know what I mean, you'll be proud of showing it. If you don't care about it, you're not going to put in
Exactly.
time. It's going to be whack, and then you're not going to want to show it because it's whack. So, yeah.
I'm sure you've been in that. Do you get that rush? Like when you start doing something, you spend like you won't even sleep. You won't even eat. You won't even want to sleep.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you get that as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you get-
that adrenaline.
Yeah.
Let me add this.
Yeah,
Bro, it's
you
mad.
want
You
to
know?
perfect it.
Yeah,
I feel like
perfect-
sometimes you just put it out.
Mm.
Like when you get to a certain point where it's like, okay, this is done.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
done now.
Exactly.
Just put it
Yeah.
out.
Let me just.
Just put it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you realize that people appreciate it either way, and as opposed to just sitting on it and trying to perfect it. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think content creating is all about just brainstorming and executing on your ideas. That's what it is. If you don't execute, then you know what I mean, you can't. It's just thoughts, innit? I mean, we all have thoughts, so yeah.
Would you say that university or your degree helped in what you do now?
I can't say it didn't. However, you don't need. You know what? The only difference between, if we're talking about graphic design specifically, you don't need a university degree in this day and age. Like, I've been to so many corporate places and interviews, and no one has asked me what did I get in uni. Like, sometimes I'm itching. Please ask me.
Yeah,
Ask me. Go to one. Ask me. I did well.
Yeah.
But they're not asking me. So I feel like the only thing that makes it a benefit to have a graphic design degree is that you learn the fundamentals of design and you have the discipline to actually learn how to create something and its principles. So if you didn't do that, you'd have to learn yourself. So the question now is, are you disciplined to learn that yourself? If you are, then yeah, you got internet, free resource. There's so many websites and YouTube videos to watch. Like,
Trust.
there's too many. Like,
Yeah.
sometimes I think, wow, why did I go uni? Like, what? But I don't regret going uni. You know what I mean? It was definitely I mean, I met you. I've done so many different things.
Yeah.
You know, like I've even on technology. So I've done. I did an advantage module for 1 year in C++.
Okay.
Yeah. I passed.
One sec. No, it's because it went off altogether, and then. Oh, damn, battery's
Battery's
gone.
done.
How did they not bring battery?
It's alright, man. It's alright.
It's okay. We're gonna have to.
I have to firm it.
Do you want to just switch this around and put this on there?
I'm actually thinking that's the. If we
And then
move,
get all of us in.
Yeah, because this one's got enough battery. How come they didn't?
I don't think
That one's done. It's
Yeah,
done.
trust.
Leave it.
because they did say.
Bro, but we can't see.
maybe.
audio, man.
No, maybe it's got for a bit, and when this finally goes, we just
Yeah,
switch over and move
alright.
that around.
Cool.
Yeah, that way we can still see what's up.
Yeah, but so I did an advantage course for 1 year in first year, C++. So I was the only reason why I did it is because I was trying to learn how to hack. You know what I mean? I was a bit of a hacker like when I was young. So that's not for technology.
Right, yeah, that's not for technology.
Yeah, like
Go on.
yeah, pretty much. I forgot what I was even talking about. You know,
You said you learned C++.
and then what was the question again?
My question was, university, how did it?
Oh yeah. So university, the experience of uni is good, but the course doesn't really matter. It just depends on how disciplined you are.
Alright.
If you're doing a creative course anyway, if you're doing like a STEM course or something,
Yeah.
STEM, so yeah, then you have to go uni.
Alright, you mentioned before that when you go into these corporate places, the questions that people will ask you, is it more about having a portfolio?
100%.
Oh,
Alright.
If you got work, if you got good work, it's all about just being a people's person.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like there's been times when I've left a certain place and I'm like, you know what, I didn't really interact good enough to get this opportunity. I could have been a bit more lively, you know what I mean? I could have been more bubbly. So it's definitely being about a people's person and having quality work. Like if you have 3 solid pieces of work, like solid case studies, that's better than having like 20 okay.
Yeah.
Good, you know what I mean? They want to see like your bestest work you can possibly fathom.
Yeah.
Honestly, bro, like. So that's why I haven't applied for any jobs recently as well. Like, I've just been doing my own thing because I feel like I'm not ready. That's a whole nother thing as well. I feel like with working, I don't feel like I'm the sort of person who enjoys work.
Yeah.
Like the concept of a job just it bores me, man. So every part-time job I get, I'm always quitting. Like it's just fam. I'm coming to work to make money for someone else.
Yeah, I respect that. I rate that.
Yeah, I can't. That's why I've always been doing different things.
Exactly.
But you still gotta make money, man.
Can we go on a tangent on that, actually, on that point? Because I fully understand where you're coming from. Like, before I even got the job I got now, it's like, it's part of the career. I had to have, like, people that sit me down and be like, you know what, you don't want to do this, but it's part of the pathway. Like, it makes more sense that you go and you learn so that you can further your career. Because I was very much content on just, like, doing my own thing. Like, fully doing my own thing. And it's like one of those ones where it's like, if you're disciplined enough, then you're going to be able to do your own thing and have the career. It's going to be very draining, but it's very much possible.
Yeah, it's definitely.
But at some point, like, I had people to be down and be like, you're going to have to jump on it, because eventually, and it's not for everybody, I think for me specifically, I think that's why they gave me the advice. For me, it's like, you can sit down and do your own thing and still be prosperous, but you're going to have to learn to be able to be in the position of working under someone. So that eventually you can be the person above and you know how to relate to people below you. You know what I mean? So I think it does make sense that, like, you want to do everything, and I think you're very much successful in different areas from where you actually go, because I'm not going to lie, I do not have my name on a hat.
I'm trying.
I have a shirt that I'm wearing, and I haven't actually worked with models like you've done a ton. You know what I mean? I think for everybody it's like your own thing. But I think a lot of people have the same struggle. It's just like, I've just come out of uni, I don't want to really work for someone. You go to uni and you're like, okay, we need to immediately be at the top.
Yeah, that's what I love about tech, because you can come out of uni and you can meet this person or that person that wants to do a specific thing, and if your interests align, like, you can always collaborate, which makes it even much more enjoyable. So that leads to my next question: are you one to work by yourself, or?
I feel like he's a soul guy.
I feel like you're
soul entrepreneur,
independent, straight.
Collabs, it's a love and hate relationship with that one, man. Like I'll be real, like a lot of the collabs I've done, they've been one-sided, because I'm a type of person who, when I was in college, I didn't really feel talented. I thought I was an average Joe. You know what I mean? So I used to look at other people and think, alright, you're so amazing. So the reason why I am how I am today even is because I thought, if I acquired more skills, I could overcompensate for not being as talented as some other people. Do you know what I mean? So, and that's literally what I did. And then it got to a point where I thought, I actually have a lot to offer. That's why people want to work with me. But we're not really working together. I'm just doing more of the work, and you're just here.
It sounds like group work in uni, man.
That's exactly what it is, bro.
Oh my days, bro, that's good,
Pretty much, nail on the head, literally. That's literally what it is. So with that, it's like, now, if someone was to come to me for a collaboration, it would have to be something that we can both put equal effort into and actually produce something different. Like, if it's something I can do by myself, I don't want to do it. Do you know what I mean? Because I don't need you.
I hear that.
So,
I hear that. How about you guys? Let's say you're working on a piece of software. Would you rather work on your own independently or collaborate with someone, and maybe that person does this component and that component, and you just sort out?
I'd rather do my own.
Solo?
Yeah, I'd rather edit.
I think it depends. I think it depends.
Tell us why.
I just want to take, what do you call it? Like, if you've edited it, it's gonna be like, you already put your own kind of thought and spin on it. And then I'd rather put my own. Just finish it off basically.
What about in programming?
What
about in programming?
Okay, programming, that's calm.
You solo or
collab?
Alright.
But when it comes to now, like, editing and bro,
you know what? You see, going off your point, you know what, collabs don't work sometimes. So you see, Justice League. What did you think about that film? It wasn't really making much sense.
I watched that.
It was, what was his name? What's his name again? Zack Snyder.
Yeah.
I think he lost someone someone died in his family or something.
Oh, yeah.
So he couldn't finish the film. So the next director that came on it, he just changed the whole tone of the film. That's why it was just. It's like,
I didn't actually know.
You see, exactly like that.
Yeah.
Just finish
They
it.
just
Like,
messed it.
yeah.
just messed it up.
Wait,
that
just
film.
finish. Okay.
He finished
They
it.
actually finished
Bro,
it.
yeah, just finish.
Just
Because
Finished that film.
So yeah, like I feel like sometimes that's why in my book as well. I always I'm trying to like get people to keep working with the same branding agency or designer they use when developing their brand visual identity, because if you keep like going on the TL asking, oh, who knows a designer to do this, to do that, to do, before you know it, you've got a brand of random assets that don't even gel together, they don't correlate, and it's not consistent. So already visually, you don't even look like one person. So yeah.
In other words, go get that book.
exactly,
Yeah,
yeah.
go and get a book.
Go and get the book. You have to read.
Exactly.
How about you, Marvin? Would you rather work solo or collab?
Okay. Solo or collab, really depends. It depends.
Let's say on a piece of software you're working on.
Software is really weird because you have to be very much thinking about the general scope of what you're working towards.
Yeah.
So I'd rather, if it's not something massive, work on my own.
Yeah.
Right. But at the same time, like I have a mentor that I was working in the same company with on a small like bit of software. Well, not even software. It's for a web page. I mean, and I had him, and working with someone like that, I'm learning a ton,
Yeah.
and also getting the thing done. I mean, in that case, it's best to collaborate,
Yeah.
and it's contextual. You know what I mean? Because I can get it done myself. He can most definitely get it done himself in like 3 days, but I'd rather, if I'm in a position where I have to learn something, and I at the same time have the ability to kind of push myself to that next point where it's like, okay, something small can get done, I'm learning different aspects, then yeah, I'd work with someone. If it's something I can do myself, then yeah, let me get on with it.
No, let me flip it. What about a gaming environment?
Game environment, have to do with multiple people. Games on,
You collaborate.
you like games,
Game
you,
software.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you can make games by yourself.
he's made a game environment. Let me put it out there for you.
Well, not game environment. So I dabbled with different
Yeah.
engines and whatnot, the ones that they used to make. You ever heard of Crysis?
Still using C++?
It depends. Okay, so C++ is something that's available within the Unreal Engine. It's the same thing that they used to make for now and whatnot. If you want to use stuff that is like C++, then yeah, it's probably better because then you can
I think
optimize
it's
it.
hard, man.
Bro, after a while it makes full sense and you're like, okay, I get it now.
It always starts off
Really
hard.
understand. It starts off hard, but eventually.
Yeah.
To answer your question, yeah, games are made like you can have games that are made by one person and they can actually be very, very good.
It's years, man.
Well, depending on the person, because remember you have the next guest that we may be having.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh yeah.
Fingers crossed.
like fingers crossed.
Can't put it out there yet.
Huh?
Can't put it out there yet.
I'm not
Fingers
saying,
crossed.
but you can have the drive to make a game by yourself, but it depends on the quality and how big you want the game to be. If it's a massive, if it's something that's like a proper undertaking, you're gonna need people with different skills, and everybody's versed in something, so you have to be collaborative to make something amazing.
So when are you gonna finish your game, Marvin?
When am I gonna start it, Jamal? That's what
You already started it already.
I've got different ideas in the works, but it's actually getting it done. That's the problem. I can't. It's very hard getting games actually released, especially someone like me that's just idea here, idea here, idea here. How am I gonna piece this all together and push it out there?
You need to read the book.
I do need to read.
Straight face.
I'm going to read the book. I'm gonna read the book.
Yeah.
It's
But
a good book, bro.
there's a lot.
I think I agree with all of your points. Me, I feel like with collaboration, like let's say I have this task or this goal, getting there, and let's say, as you said, money is not always the only thing that's important. I feel like when you're collaborating with people, it just makes it so much more enjoyable, so much more fun.
If you're on the same page, or
If you're on the same page, yeah. Because even sometimes, like, you can have all of these disputes, but then when you look back in retrospect, like, it's actually funny. It's
Yeah.
jokes, it's part of the process.
yeah.
But I do agree with you. You have to be on the same page.
Yeah.
Like, I know I can collaborate with you. I know I can collaborate with Marvin. We've already done our thing. So all of those processes, even working with you, was enjoyable for me. So yeah, if you're on the same page, then go for it. If not, then yeah, man, do it by yourself. All right.
No, it's definitely collaboration is key. Like some of my best work came out of collaborations. Like I just want to give a shout out to Chezzy Dopes. You know, that's my creative G. We made like
wherever you are, bro.
No, it's a girl.
Yeah, lucky that didn't turn off.
Oh wait, I think I know who it is, but let me.
She's my creative G. You know, we created. She directed a fashion film, 2 fashion films, short fashion films, and they're just like fashion lookbooks with a narrative. So they're called the first one was called Lover's Lookbook, and the second one was called Why Love You Y2K. And they're just based on like. So the first one was based on the 90s, like Black Love in the 90s, and then the second was Black Love again in UK, 2000s, early 2000s,
Is that still available?
No, it's available, if you search Lover's Lookbook and Why Love You Y2K on YouTube, you'll see the films there, so sick. So when I did that, the first one, like that, the quality of my work just improved because I was doing new things there. So collaboration is definitely. I'm not gonna knock it because I've seen the benefits myself. You know what I mean?
Were you nervous doing something?
Yeah, there's a bit of nerve. Like it is. I like knowing what I'm gonna do.
Should I do this? Should I say no?
I don't really know what I'm doing. But I have faith. All you have to do is have an open mind when you have collaborations. Like just have an open mind, go in with it, do your best, and then. Hopefully,
because the thing is that people are like, what if they don't like it? If it's something new,
you can't really care about that. You know what I mean?
I've done it before.
The music video, that was the first time I did it as well. So I was just transparent. I told them I've never done a music video before, but you can pay me and do one, and it was sick. So you have to have self-belief, and you also have to have an open mind as well to create. So
Have you done a lot of collaborations?
A lot, man. Some of them have been terrible, but some of them have been awesome.
How did your creative process work? Because I know yours may be probably different.
Creative process. So,
like let's say I'm a client and I come to you and I have this concept, but it's just a concept, and you need to get more out of me.
Concept like what?
So let's say I don't know. Maybe I want to create some sort of graphic. Let's take the concept of the 90s love. Like, how would your creative process work in terms of working with a guy that is indecisive?
So I'll just draw out questions out of you and see why you want to do it. So I'm just asking you questions. So like, why do you want to do it?
So I want it to be a present for my spouse. Our anniversary is coming up soon.
Ooh.
And we met in the 90s.
Oh, you were in the 90s? Yeah. Oh, okay. So is this like a keepsake, or is this a present, or what's this for? What's the purpose of it?
So it's going to be a present for our anniversary coming up.
Okay. Interesting. And how do you plan to do this?
So I'm not too sure at the moment.
Yeah.
I was hoping to have that conversation first, but...
so you're just open to anything?
Yes,
anything. Okay. Well... From then, this point on, I'll just be like, I'll start spinning ideas based on what they've told me in terms of their history. So maybe he's told me, so where's your wife from again?
So she's from Ghana.
She's from Ghana, so I might start saying stuff like, and then you want to do a graphic for, is it going to be printed?
No.
So where's this graphic going to
go? So I want it to go up on the wall.
So, and it's not going to be printed?
So yeah, if it can...
So it's a digital thing?
Yes.
Ah, interesting. What, so is it going to be on a TV screen, or...
Yeah, we can put it on a
LCD screen. Okay. Yeah. And is it going to be animated? Is it going to have motion?
I'm open to that.
Okay. So, again, I'll keep troubleshooting it and go back to why... So, what is it that you're trying to... What's the message behind this graphic?
So it's just to reaffirm my love for her.
Okay.
And just to play. Or this is role play, man. I love
you remember like formal acting before.
Exactly. It's too far.
I'm into it.
Bro, the amount I've been through, I'm so good under pressure, man. So, yeah, to reaffirm my love for her and just to take her back to the days that, we sort of met.
Okay, so is there a special time that you remember or cherish the most?
Yeah, bro.
Okay. So there was this one time where I was nobody, but she really believed in me. So we scraped together, put money together, and actually went to Paris. So yeah, we had to take Eurostar Tuesday, no flight thing.
Okay.
So yeah, that whole process we really grew closer to each other. So
Okay.
We will not continue.
So how about
Jesus' name? Karen, sorry.
So how about documenting or visualizing the places you went to in Paris?
I'll be sick, but truthfully, I can't even remember what I remember the memories, but in terms of the architecture around Paris, I don't.
Do you remember anything in particular that you said to her that you both remember?
I got moves, man. I don't know.
What did she like about the Paris trip?
So, she liked the journey. She liked the journey there. She liked a lot of the food.
Okay.
And we walked around a lot of the waterfronts, by the seaside as well.
Yeah.
In the South France, yeah.
Okay. So how about instead of doing a graphic, why don't you create an experience for her? Yeah.
What do you mean?
So why don't you get some of the food imported and you go on a trip to Paris again and do a personalised tour?
Wow. Okay. So literally, in working with this is normal for. In working with people, would you really say depending on what they want, you would even decline jobs sometimes just to get them to where they want to be or what they want?
Yeah, pretty much. Sometimes the resolution might not even be with me.
Yeah.
So, but I want to make sure you've made the right decision if you do come to me. So,
okay.
I'll just keep asking questions and just to find out find the details of why and where and unlock things that you haven't thought of.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So you're literally just showing me all this information and I'm just trying to see or rearrange it to you. I've not said anything. This is all coming from you, but I'm just trying to rearrange it in a way that makes sense to you. So this is still in your head, but do you know what I mean? So that's pretty much all I do.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. All right. What about you, Jamal? Have you ever? You've had clients before, so in logo design and everything. Have you dealt with someone that's indecisive, that doesn't know what they want, or somebody that pests you for revision, send me copy?
Yeah, I've got a lot of those. But sometimes they because I'm still finding my lane in it.
Yeah.
I'm still learning on the go as well. I've taken time out as well. I'm still branding myself right now.
You need to read the book in other words.
Yeah, I need to read the book. Yeah. Because I was getting jobs
through that process.
Yeah, I was just getting jobs here and there. I was just. I'm not gonna say if I was to do it now, it would have been better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The whole process, I was just collecting jobs, or I was just being a yes man, or.
Okay.
Yeah. Definitely, I could relate still.
Yeah, so
I get you, man.
the work could have been much. Would have been much, but it's still good.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm saying?
But you mean the process would have been enjoyable if you took in. What would you have done differently specifically? Can you remember back to that?
I'll say my best one, because obviously, my two best ones, obviously, were one was on. It was for a clothing brand.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's doing with it now, but I feel because what happened, I don't know, have you ever done someone's they've drawn it out and then you've had to use Photoshop?
I use Photoshop and Illustrator. Yeah.
Okay, so have you ever had to someone's drawn it out for you and then you have to spit it into to Photoshop?
Not a lot. Sometimes
because that was new for. I was I just said yes, but obviously I was still let me try and do it, but there could have been.
I mean, if you what was your method to doing that?
I went on YouTube to see how I can get, to see how I can recreate what he's drawn
Yeah.
for me in Photoshop. Basically, what it was is the pen tool, just kind of like trace it,
Yeah.
so, and then kind of match.
That's pretty much what we was taught in
Yeah.
college anyway. Like, we had to do drawings, so
Yeah.
what we do is scan it on tracing, like do it on tracing paper, scan it into the computer, then bring out the thing and then redraw it using pen tool, essentially, and then make the lines bold and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's it. So you don't have to redo anything. It's there. So I don't know if that's what you did, but
Yeah, it's
That's
kind
what I
of
would
like
learn.
it's kind of like what I did, but I feel like if I had, like when you see it, like when I see it, like again, I'm like, if the lines weren't too as
That's precise. Yeah. Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
it was kind of like rushed, but it was still good.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. I hear you.
It could have been done to the T, but
Mm.
yeah.
All right.
Wait, did I even answer the question?
Did
What
you
was,
answer the question?
wait, what was your
No, you
question?
answered my question.
I went on the tangent, did I?
No, you answered my question. I'm so
Okay.
scared.
Just
What?
concerning clients. If you deal with
creative process basically.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
All right. So I've noticed a bit, a lot of your work as well. And I mean, I'm going off your Instagram page,
Yeah.
and most of it is like the aesthetic. So I just spot on, like, but
That's one thing
That's
I
what
need
you
to,
know.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
what is it with the
Crisp.
color red? Is that just you?
Okay, so the
Colour
red,
passion.
yeah. So don't laugh at me. The red is to stand for the blood of the lamb. So it's something that, because I'm a Christian as well, and
Yeah.
it's something that, that's the blood of Jesus and stuff. So
Okay.
there was a time when I was playing football, and I don't know, like I was young, much younger. I think I was in secondary school, and it was just something I used to scream every time I was trying to make a tackle. It was like, I'm the wolf coming for the blood of the lamb. And yeah, it just stuck with me. So
What position?
huh? I was always playing defense.
Hey, I can, hey,
Yeah,
I can see that, fam.
yeah. So
You know when you're on the wing, I'm like, I can't. I'm trying to find this guy, bro. This guy should not come to me.
I was fouling people. So,
You,
taking
you
people
miss the
out.
ball, you don't miss the leg. That's what we say.
Yeah, so
Wow.
that was just it. It was something I used to just scream when I was playing football and tackling. So
Yeah.
it's just been something that's been there as well. And I used to say obviously when I was in uni as well. Just so things like that. I just thought, you know what, that's part of me and who I am and who I've grown up with. So and I like red as well. Like I love the red Power Ranger. So yeah. So yeah, if you look at my Instagram, it's just it's a feed of experimentation. So if you scroll to the bottom, you see I started doing one thing, then I started doing another thing, and it just evolves. And until I got to where I am now,
Yeah.
which is in like October, I realized, you know what, I want to really help people with their brand strategy, and I really feel like I can do that with my personal brand and just be an advocate for building a solid brand strategy. So that's what I want to focus on with my personal brand. And yeah, I've just been using that red theme to just tie everything together.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the content I release is just me, like how I would say it if I was talking to you. Or
Yeah.
it's just, now it's like more, put a bit more polished and more uniform kind of thing. So
I've got a question. So, like for me, because I'm going through this phase where
yeah,
I'm trying to, like I've taken a break, a break from kind of graphic editing, but I'm still there. But I'm
It's
trying
about
to,
prioritization.
you get what I'm saying? Yeah. But I still want to go back into it. So I've created like an Instagram page. So
Yeah.
what advice would you give for someone like me? I know there's other people like me. They've got an Instagram page. Like how can they, get themselves out there? Like I've got like a stash like on Dropbox somewhere.
yeah.
So how do I now like show to the world, yo, I'm a graphic guy.
You read
So
out.
that's the thing. I've,
Yeah. Besides, basically, yeah.
So I've had these issues as well. Like, I've been struggling with this throughout.
How do I show people? Is
Like,
it be
so
enhanced
uni
net?
as
I
well.
don't know if you know that.
Like I feel like
Yeah.
you need to answer the question of why you even want to do it in the first place. So, like, why do you want to do it? Like, what
One-
drives you to even do it in the first place?
I like graphic designing,
Mm.
and I want to show, and I want to help like you do. I want to help
So
people.
what do you like designing?
I like doing logos, flyers, Snapchat filters. Yeah.
But is there anything you like to create specifically for yourself? Not for money?
I feel like for me, it all started from I wanted to cut out the middleman. Like I wanted to do it like, let's say like a video now, I have to pay someone, or a logo I have to pay someone. I'm paying. So that's where it all kind of like started from. I was like, you know what, yeah, YouTube is there. Let me go on all the tutorials, and that's how I started learning. Okay, video editing, I can do a bit of that. Graphic editing, Photoshop, make my own YouTube header. So it's kind of like spiraled out, and I don't know how to like. Yeah.
So what I've noticed is people come to you for your discipline, but they don't come to you for your like. No, did I say it right? Actually, let's shelf that one. I'm about to say it wrong. Yeah. What I'm trying to say is, people will come to you if they can see that you're doing something consistently and it's something that you love. So I only started getting good feedback on my work when I started doing what I wanted to do, kind of thing. So you have to ask yourself, why am I doing this? If I'm never going to get paid from this again, will I still be doing it? And if the answer is no, then there's no point. So I feel like figure out what your why is.
Yeah.
And then just do what you want to do. Don't care about what other people are saying. Then the right clients will come to you, and like through your consistency, that's what people like. Alright, this guy's posting. Like a good example is one guy from my uni, I graduated with.
Yeah.
From the moment we finished uni in May 2018, he kept posting motion graphic every single day. Like it got him a job. He's like a graphic design influencer now.
Yeah.
He's a white guy, but still, like, he's thousands of followers just because of his consistency, just posting. Like, he didn't even get high grades in uni, like, you know what I'm saying? It was just, I'm thinking, but because he kept being consistent, just posting what he wanted to, just literally all he wanted to do. He's got massive success.
Because I'm always doing, it's when I get like, oh, could you help me create this, or could you, so you feel like I should start doing what I want to do.
Yeah, you won't get success in it until you love it.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I haven't done photography like for a year now. Like the last time I did shot was February last year, or was it January? And I haven't seen I haven't got any bookings or anything like that from photography because I haven't been working. So, and I'm not surprised because I've been taking a break. But if you're not consistent with something in the first place, then you're not even gonna, like, because consistency is marketing. Someone can see that you can create the same results consistently, so that they can trust you to do a job. Do you know what I mean? Because it's not, people will hire you because they know that you're reliable and you can execute a job, not because. So essentially, what I'm saying is people use the low risk option, not what they think might be good. You know what I mean? So if they see that you can consistently do the same thing again and again and again, then they're gonna go with you. So like eventually someone will notice. Like people are watching. A couple people DM me saying, "Rah, I've been watching your work." I'm thinking, how have you been watching my work? You don't even follow me. Like people have been preying underground, like, you know what I mean? So it's like,
I mean, I've been praying this guy, fam. We're saying all this stuff.
Like, you'd be shocked. People are watching, so don't stop. Because there are people like who have messaged me even like, "Oh, why did you stop doing this?" I actually enjoyed it. I'm thinking, I didn't take it seriously. I was just doing it for bands, but they were looking forward to it. So I'm thinking, if there are people who are prioritizing your work and your consistency that much, then that's more of a reason to keep doing what you're doing. And then,
love that.
You know what I mean?
Hear that.
Yeah.
All right. A question for both of you is, if everything went away tomorrow, if you could start again, like start square one, what would it, or how would you do it? How would you start again? For anyone that hasn't done anything, what would you actually do? What's step one?
When you say start again, are we regressing? Are we going back in time?
Same skill set.
Same skill set. I know what I know now.
Yep.
But I had to start again.
Yep.
And I'm the same age as I am now.
Yep. Just to show you, Instagram reset, all your content just got lost.
I mean, I guess I'll have more clarity.
Yep.
I'll have more clarity. It'll be a fresh start.
Yep.
But I feel like having your old stuff shows the journey and it shows your story. Do you know what I mean? So I wouldn't want to have a fresh start. Like a lot of people think, oh yeah, fresh, brand new start. But really and truly, like I released a post recently. Like if you don't give the market a brand story, they'll determine what your brand is. You know what I mean? So, for example, the example I gave was OnlyFans. You know what OnlyFans is?
Yeah.
People are posting news.
Who's got his own OnlyFans?
You know what I mean? People
better
are posting.
He's got your own.
You better be joking.
Like,
Hey, ladies, subscribe to that,
You
bro.
better be joking.
$3.99.
That's even quite high.
People are subscribing to that
Yeah.
and they're posting nudes and pornographic content on there, but because there was no story behind that brand, that tool, everyone thought it was just for that. But really and truly, it was made for creators and content creators to put out their work and get paid for it. It was an alternative to YouTube.
Yeah, I read that. Yeah.
So you get paid directly. So people who enjoy your content pay you. But because there was no, story, there was no like context to what this is. People have now associated all that to that. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like having your history there really shows what, like, you know what I mean, where you've been, how you've come up. You know what I mean? It's really important. People care about the why. Doesn't matter how good you are. No one cares. There's millions other people who are good. But what makes you different is how you've come into, you know what I mean, the game, I guess. But, yeah. So.
Alright, going forward.
He didn't even want to answer it.
He didn't, did he?
Oh.
Do you know?
Because he's ready.
What would you do?
can't
Reset?
Let's say Instagram just khalas, that's it. Tomorrow.
You have to start
square
again.
Zero. You have to
Zero
start again.
followers. Eesh.
God.
Let's take this from even because you're creative with your dance as well. So what would you do differently?
Oh, definitely. Well, in terms of dancing, collab more.
Collab. So from the get go, you just collab.
Collab, yeah.
Okay.
Not do it by myself.
Yeah.
Then in terms of artwork, that's.
For those people out there that
Yeah.
have never produced anything before, but they have this idea and they want to, execute and bring that into manifest on that thing. What's your process? Would you go out there with a camera? Would you start with pen and paper?
That's a pen and paper.
What would you do then? I'm asking.
This is a serious question, fam.
What comes to mind? Don't overcomplicate.
If I was to start again, bro, I'll just go on YouTube again, man. Just pick up all the skills.
Yeah.
That's it.
No, same skill set. You have everything the same, just your content
Has just
damaged. So it's
It's
corrupt. Nobody knows where it is.
I'll just start again, no need.
Yeah, that's what you can do.
That's what I can
That's what
do,
you
yeah.
can do. Okay, say no more.
Yeah.
But in terms of strategy, that's what I want to get.
The strategy.
What is that?
Because the thing is, I think why I'm finding it because I do bare things, that's why.
I see. Okay. Maybe you should read a book, man.
I actually have to. That's a simple, I just have to.
Read the book.
Let's read the book, guys.
Pick it up.
Because I know there's some people like me, they just, like, they do bare things,
Yeah.
and they just. Remember I was telling you,
Yeah.
and your bro was saying, like,
Yeah. You just need to stick to one thing and then do that well.
No, you don't need to stick to one thing. You just need clarity
Yeah.
and a good strategy. I do loads of things.
truly,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
speaking
Because,
of
fam, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Like with me, a lot of people share the idea of stick with one thing, grow with one thing. I feel like as human beings, we've been put in this earth to do whatever we want and whatever we can. So my dream is to do whatever I want, whenever I can, as much as I can. Do you know what I mean? That's why I'm gonna learn as much as I can, do as many things, creative things. Like, I wanna make music, I wanna shoot music, I wanna shoot films, I wanna do loads of things. I wanna open a restaurant. Like, it's limitless. Why are you limiting yourself to one dream?
Yeah.
Who says you only have to have one dream? Come on, it's true. I wanna have loads.
Because the main thing, the one thing that is deep, but is like, we're gonna go one day, fam.
Yeah.
So just enjoy
Give it up, man.
Do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's deep. Like when you say, we're gonna.
No, it's facts.
Just leave it up.
Fundamentally, I don't.
I remember the days when I was crying. I didn't want to die, fam. When I deep towards to die. I didn't sleep. Me and my cousin, we were crying. We don't want to die. We don't want to die. I will never forget that day.
Sorry, I'm looking at you though, because I'm listening to both of you. And I disagree. I'm someone
Fair
that's
enough,
like.
still.
I think everybody has very many talents, but there's like the thing that you're called to do. So there's the thing that you're very much internally capable of doing. It's just finding out ways.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean. So when I'm hearing you have many talents, but
I didn't say I have many talents.
my guy, you may not see it, but I can see it in you. There's a difference. You know what I'm saying? It depends what you recognize. You have a lot of talents, my guy, and it's the one that you choose to put to use. I have there is stuff that I can do. The main thing that I know that I'm somewhat very much, it got me the job is because I can learn something very quickly.
Fast
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Fast learner. I'm some
That's why I can
cases
do different things. I learn, pick up
you
things
learn
quickly.
very quickly in it, but it depends on what aspect. So you are creatively inclined, so therefore you can pick up creative things very quickly and apply them very quickly.
That's true.
The same with you. I'm somewhat creatively inclined, but I am able to pick up concepts very quickly, and then the thing that gets me is the fact that I can also then relate to other people. You know what I mean? Very, very like on a. It's something that I've learned that if you can teach other people something, other people's. You know, wow, I can't even talk right now. This is why you need food. If you can teach other people things on a level that kind of matters to them, then you've kind of gotten the base aspect of what you need to know. You know what I mean? And for me, I'm someone that's, if I can pick up something and I can apply it, that's very good, well and done. But I think applying one thing very, 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 very efficiently and effectively is something that does very much matter. We can all do everything. You know what I mean? If we all apply, if we all are educated, like we can all be educated in multiple things, we can all do something to a good degree, but there's always that one thing that you excel at. Why do you think that you are able to go to school, right, learn all these things, and then at the end of the day, the one thing you dedicate yourself to is your artwork, because that's what you're inclined.
So you feel like people should be purposely led?
I think you should be able to, you should develop the skill that you are the best at.
Yeah.
And actually foster it so that you can go far with that. But then once you've gotten to a point where it's like you're consistently learning on that thing and you know that that's going to continue going, you also have the things that you do on the side that kind of push you as well, that you are interested in.
What if you don't like or you don't enjoy whatever it is that you're best at?
Then it's probably not the thing that you're best at.
Yeah.
No, I disagree.
Well,
you can be good at things but not enjoy to do it.
Like you could be sick at maths.
You could be amazing. Yeah. And
You
just
could, okay, wait. So you're telling
you can
me
be naturally gifted to do something, but it's not your passion.
debate talk. So we've now switched from technology to now. This is gonna be fun. This is where I have fun.
No, you don't think it's possible.
No, go on.
No, like you can actually be gifted to do something. Like I could be, someone could be gifted to be the best horse rider, but they just want to cook cupcakes, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. It's facts.
And this is why I think it's different. I think it's one of those things where if you don't apply yourself in different mediums, I think, okay, best horse rider wants to go cupcakes. They spend too much horse riding. They spend too much time horse riding, and they haven't taken the time out to do the things that.
Well, how about I say they didn't?
Huh?
How about I'm telling you they didn't?
What do you mean?
From the age of 5, they've been horse riding champion of the world.
Horse riding champion of the world.
They spend literally no time.
Okay, so
I'm
Emmanuel,
just giving
that's
I'm
the-
just saying it's possible.
it's
Yeah.
okay. So I think it's possible to be at a point where it's like, okay, no, I'm actually like bored of doing the thing that I find that I'm the best at. But I think there's always a level to kind of go deeper into something. We both dance.
Yeah.
New dance moves come out every single day. New dance flows come out every single day. And within yourself, there's always a different way in which you can implement your style to something else and grow. It's because it's a creative medium. It will never stop, because as times go, you continuously find something new within it.
Yeah, that's fine. But
You
what if
never-
I don't want to do that?
Yeah, let me give you a hypothetical, right?
I like the fact that I didn't land. Continue. I'm still in the air. I haven't landed.
Let me give you a hypothetical. So like,
Go
a lot of what you see in our culture is, go to school, learn this, learn that, become doctor, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But maybe I just want to be a plumber, man.
That's someone else leading you.
No. You're really good at those things. Like on paper, you're looking at A, but you don't want to do none of those things. I think it exists. So like, you can be the best at something, and that's completely.
How do you even know you're good at something if you haven't even tried other things?
How do you know you're good at something when you haven't tried other things? Because if you're gonna go,
you didn't grow up doing one thing.
Okay, hold on. Because you guys have different hypotheticals. I'm trying to understand.
What I'm trying to say is, whatever you were good at, you still learned how to do it. Someone could be an amazing F1 driver. Yeah. They learned to drive.
Of course they learn.
So you can learn anything.
That's what I'm trying to say.
That's where I'm coming from. That's why I don't limit myself to anything.
No, I agree with that. Yeah. You can learn to do anything, and there is always going to be the thing in which you love doing regardless. Yeah. I am very much, I'm capable within my job. I'm still capable because I'm still learning. You know what I mean? I can get through the day and do exceptionally, but not the same level as my manager. I'm learning. But even though I'm in this job, and I got the job because of my ability, I still want to go into games development.
Okay.
And that's the thing I have a passion for. You know what I mean? Because I can sit down without anybody forcing me, and I'll go into it. Yeah. And I'll do it continuously. And I think that's the one thing that I know is, if it's my true passion, then I will develop that skill and be doing things on the side. There's nothing that says I should do game development and not open a restaurant you said.
So we're saying the same thing then?
No, we're saying the same thing, but what I'm coming from is when you guys are saying, we're saying very similar things, but what I'm saying is, it's not that you should limit, because when I'm hearing you say don't limit yourself, nobody's here to do one thing, I'm like, no, everybody has the one thing in which they very much should focus on and strive for.
No, I disagree still.
Let me land. They have the one thing. They have the one thing I think that you should probably pay attention to, because it's the talent that, even if you have many talents, you have talents that you can actually fully focus on and actually develop. But it shouldn't limit you to doing the multiple things. That's where we both agree. Okay. But I think it's one of the things where if there's something that in which you are good at, you should ignore.
You know why I disagree? Yeah. So at what point do you know what the talent is? Because it sounds like you're assuming that we already know what that talent is.
I'm not assuming. I'm taking the assessment to say that at some point you're gonna realize, there is something.
So what if I don't know what the talent is?
Have you taken
to try other things?
Yeah, you should try it. So in life.
That's my point. So I might be amazing at scuba diving, but I will never know until I try. That's what I'm trying to say. And that could be my main thing, my main purpose in life, to scuba dive and find the treasures of this earth and find Nemo. Exactly. But I will never know how I'm good at it until I do it. Do you know what I mean? So I will continue trying the buffets of skills in this one until I find my
I love
purpose.
that saying. The buffets of skills.
That's buffet
skills. I love it.
Man.
No, but that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're gonna eventually discover the thing which you're good at. But when you do have it, because I'm gonna bring it back. Your mom you went and you had everything that you did in school. Okay. The one thing you focused on was art. Your mom saw that in you and went and bought you a video camera to help foster your creative talent.
No one. Twice.
After you broke the first one as well. She said, I'm not going to do this one, I'm going to do better. She went and she got you something well. Yeah. And she helped you foster that talent, that ability. And so
it wasn't really a talent though. I just it was a hobby at the time.
My guy, you want to cut my feet from under the every kid I tell you.
The thing is, in life you will obviously have different opinions. Yeah. And you just grow into understand that not one answer is just the answer.
Yeah,
so it's alright to have difference in opinion.
That's calm, man. I hear what you're saying as well.
I hear both sides as well.
Always debate and that.
It's always fun, fam. It's always fun. But yeah, where do we go from here, man? What about you guys? How do you find life in terms of developing yourself?
I'm
still going to your finance talk as well. We're trying to escapes. Continue. I don't even know if we've got time.
Finances. Talking about finances, you know AirPods,
yeah?
They're doing. You saw it?
Wait, what's this?
AirPods. The sales of AirPods is doing better than Spotify, Twitter, and Snapchat right now.
Oh, put
what?
Those industries.
And Shopify.
AirPods.
It's making billions.
Apparently it was fake.
I don't know. Not Apple. AirPods.
Just AirPods. I'll send you this stat.
Companies.
Jamie tweeted it last night. I was like, right.
Yeah.
I saw it. I went to bed.
If this is real, that is mental.
You saw it and it put
that
you
is crazy.
Listen, fam, something that.
Bro, I'm enjoying my Pangolo what do you call it? That I got from Amazon.
Earphones.
Yeah, earphones, wireless things.
One industry, AirPods.
They can literally break it off and call it a company AirPods, and it will still be doing better than.
Wait, so Apple AirPods?
Yes.
Just AirPods. To take away Apple.
Just the AirPods.
Apple is already here. That thing is long. You know, in the graphic, it's long.
You're
It's
saying
already
the things that
but just
destroy your ear.
earpods.
That's
Yeah.
the thing there.
So regardless of form factor, oh, that makes sense, yeah.
No, it does not.
It
make
does
sense.
not.
It doesn't. One product is doing
One
better than
product
companies.
is doing better than companies combined.
No, okay. This is why I'm asking. You're not saying, because I don't understand the way it's working. Are you saying AirPods is separate from Apple, but Apple is...
No, the sales from being generated from AirPods alone is more than the combined sales of these companies that we just mentioned. Just from AirPods.
So it doesn't matter if it's a different brand or anything. The reason why I'm asking is because to me, if I feel as if the world goes to some extent where the majority goes when it comes to different trends. So if it's coming like AirPods that came with Apple and a good deal of the world has AirPods, a lot of people are going to be developing the same technology, which means...
Yeah, of course, but that would make sense if Apple itself as the conglomerate and the company was doing numbers better than all of that. But just AirPods alone, one product is doing better than all of these companies combined. I think you need to see the statistics.
Yeah, I need to see
it's crazy.
because right now, as you're saying, I'm not...
It's mad. You need to see the actual thing.
Yeah, you need to get that so you can share it for the guys.
When I saw it, I turned my phone off. I went to bed. Just like, this
I
guy.
can imagine though, like even my boy, he lost his AirPods the other day and he bought a new one, like just like that. So I can imagine the amount of people doing the same, losing one ear and buying a new one, buying a new one, just.
No, I can't lie. Like the price alone, yeah. If I look, it will hurt me. That's why I'm enjoying this Amazon one. It's done. Usually with earphones, I usually break them.
I need to renew it, man. My warranty's almost up.
How much does it cost?
159.
Imagine, bro.
And the
Those
Pro is
small-
I will vomit
2 something.
if I lost it, fam. I
The
will
version's
vomit
2 something.
I've got JBL thing. They're more expensive than my big...
Yeah, man.
Imagine.
And that's what we're saying. That just one product is doing better than.
Even though it does look fly, like
No, it looks cold.
just play it.
Of course, it looks cool.
I see people.
That's convenient, so I don't think I can go back to wired headphones. It's I can't. It's not possible. Because when there's sometimes I put them in and I'm not even playing music. There's just the feeling of it being in there. It's just comfortable.
I see some guys. These stunning guys, fam. Just put it in.
No, I'm not even trying to start. I put it in, but I forgot to play music, and I'm going about my day, and it's so light that I forgot they're even in there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So that's what it is.
I wish I had your kind of money, my guy.
It's like, fam, when people say that, I'm just, if you make the sacrifice, then yeah, of course
If you want it, innit?
Yeah.
you gonna
Get it.
They do look good. Someone does
Yeah,
they look good. They look
But
alright.
if you do turn and get it, you're not coming back. 100%. You're not coming back. It's one of them things. I guarantee you. If you buy it and you lose it, you're gonna buy another one. Even if it hurts you again, you'll buy it.
My
It's
guy.
an abusive relationship.
Yeah, that's the Android fam. They actually like us, fam. They're just like, yeah, you want to spend your money on, yeah, go for it. If you don't want to, you can choose.
That's the thing with Apple. Like I haven't gone back to.
It's
I left BBM.
Yeah.
I went to iPhone. That was it.
Do you know what? I was talking
That's
to a
it.
coworker, and it's something that you see. Once they rope you into the ecosystem, you can't get out.
No.
All your music is with them. All your data pretty much is with them. And the thing is with Google, because when it comes to Android or Alphabet, I don't know how it works 100%. You rope it to Google, you can literally use on iPhones as well. So your data can be transferred, and it's cool. You can use whatever you want. You know, we have freedom. And I'm looking at you, man. I'm
Yeah,
like,
you got Android.
Yeah, they got us by the neck, man. But it's cool.
Fam,
I'm done with
You
that.
think they got us by net now? Wait until they drop their Apple Card thing.
Yeah,
Banter.
yeah.
They're gonna have a bank card, fam.
Like an actual credit card. I saw
Credit
that.
card, bro.
I saw the Apple car. So like
Apple car?
they're competing with like
Tesla,
Tesla and them
Woo!
like self-driving Apple cars and
God.
can you imagine? I'll cop. If I had the means, I'm.
What's
copying
this in
that.
Steve Jobs' books, fam? What? I didn't see that.
It's annoying you guys put me in this corner.
What? They've
Because I know
taken
that
it.
When it comes to it, you know, they're gonna be like, did you get the new Apple Car update? Yeah. And I'm just sitting there looking at you, man.
You know what I'm excited for an Apple Car, if that's even a thing? Because I know they'll have some sort of integration where you can use your Apple Watch to open things or play, and just that's your car keys. Like, that's hard.
You man was getting robbed left, right, and centre. I'm so sorry.
Apple's security is solid.
Yeah.
I ain't been hacked since 2011, bro.
Yeah, their security is top notch, and at least our devices aren't exploding on us as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Anymore.
I hope CeeLo Green is good.
It's okay.
Fine,
Just
when I saw
know
that
that
video, I was
today,
crazy.
essentially, they call me a broke guy because I don't have an Apple anything.
It's
But
your
why
choice. It's okay.
why Android?
Why Android?
Yeah.
Android is a choice.
Android is a choice. I just don't like being locked down to or anything Apple like that. And I feel like a lot of the stuff just seems expensive. And this is the thing. I think Apple, when it comes to their products are good. They're good quality. Service is very good. I won't deny that. You can see that I'm saying this.
You love a Snapchat, innit?
I just remember.
Hey, pixelated. CCTV.
I don't know if the camera saw the hate in my eyes as he said that.
I remember in uni when I had to watch snaps to see what a motive was saying, and I was like, this is a Android skip.
Oh yeah, because you know, when you see, like, this is an Android. Yeah.
You know what? Even the emojis are terrible.
Oh, God.
They're very yellow, very white, like.
Are you guys done?
Sorry.
Even Instagram. Have you seen the Android Instagram?
Okay. Look, no. Stop. I've actually learned. I've started learning that there's a difference in the way things are encoded and uploaded to these platforms. And so, what I'm learning is, these companies just don't seem to care. Well, it's not that they don't care. There's so many different. Yes, there's too many devices for them to have to cater for. But we have the option to choose whichever phone we want to use, and it's okay. You might not paying $1 grand for a phone each time, every other year, and it's fine. It's okay. It's a liability. I don't have a problem with that. That's what I'm saying. I'm not here to make a joke. I'm here to make a statement.
That's fine.
That
You can have that. I have AirPods.
I'm gonna get a mortgage as a stunt. When you guys are like, I got airport.
Hey.
You see it now. You see now what I'm saying.
This guy.
Okay. I'm gonna get a mortgage as a stunt. Anytime it's like, I got a phone and I got AirPods, I'm gonna be like, okay, cool. Okay.
Scheming.
Exactly.
Okay then. I'll be looking at you like, okay.
So you think there's no Apple owners that are homeowners?
We're out here, man.
You wanna come and crucify me on this?
Alright.
I did not say anything like that.
Enough said.
I'm just saying if you wanna stun. I'll be stunning my own way.
Android AirPods. Imagine that.
I'm then going to buy a Ferrari on top of that. Continue. I'll be adding the stuff I'll be having.
Knowledge.
I'll be like Bill Gates. I'll be wearing some dead shoes, dead jeans,
Pay no tax.
dead
Those
shirt.
in Google Pixel.
Shut. Don't even try that. Say I'll pay no taxes. I'll be paying my taxes in it. But when I roll up in a Ferrari dressed like a bum, it's okay. I'm burning inside, guys. You can see in my eyes. These guys came to bully me. What's going on? I haven't eaten. They ain't fed me. I ain't got water.
Technology.
Technology.
Just in closing, man, just how's work been? Just coming back into work after the
Bro, you saw me when I stepped in, fam.
late, I might add. After the Christmas period, how's settling back into grind mode, being into work mode? Obviously, we're only 10 days in, so I'm not expecting.
Well, it was slow, man. But I bought the new Star Wars game, so
That looks cool.
Oh yeah.
it's been distracting me.
Yeah.
Christmas was fun. That's all I was playing. Christmas and food. So yeah. How was you lot's Christmas though?
That was good, man.
That was quiet, man, and that's exactly how I like the household, man.
Yeah.
Exactly, that was nice.
Bro, rowdy, fam.
I did the shopping this year. I deeped how expensive it is, fam.
December is cash loss.
Cash
Just
loss,
put it there. Cash
I
loss.
could have splashed out on clothes and
Yeah.
but I bought food for the house and presents, and I really deeped. Nobody's getting shit next year. Nobody's getting nothing. I'm not doing no
Where's my
shopping.
present? Shut your
What?
mouth.
Fam, it's expensive. I can't lie. Wow, yeah.
No, this
But like,
oh my
do
God.
you like, obviously you're in the workplace and all of that, do you like take part in like Secret Santa for your
Well,
colleagues?
yeah.
Guy, you come on,
Yes.
man.
Actually, no. I'll tell you. I
Like-
bought my managers champagne and a card.
Mm.
So I had like every year. Well, it's a tradition I started for myself.
Mm.
I did it 2018. I make custom. I design custom cards and I write messages for people
Hey,
who
that's
I've
cool.
had special interactions with.
Okay.
So you lot might get one this year.
Hey.
Hopefully the
I
Technullogy
posted
Podcast
to
this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna search you guys one and you'll be like, you Android user. One kid, get out of here. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to the Apple users.
Hey.
I'm joking. But yeah, Christmas is alright, man. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that still. I think this year I'm gonna try and, cause I'm all about like just branding and making stuff my own. Like I feel like us as black people as well. Yeah, we don't have heirlooms to pass down to our children, so that's why I'm like taking time to do stuff like this. Like I want to pass, you know, my belongings to my great grandchildren. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So, yeah, stuff like that. I'm trying to build a legacy. So yeah, pretty much.
You say you're trying to go to Nige. Are you gonna do anything in Nige? I feel like you should.
My mum started a charity, so that's something
Yeah.
I'm involved in as well. I'm the creative officer. I don't know if she registered me as that. Yeah, I'm
Oh, she bless you.
involved in that. Yeah, it's named after her grandma's name, so yeah, it's important. They give back. Like I've given bare of my clothes to like kids did, so I need to go back. Yeah, man.
What about like something like tech, like
Tech.
creative, like your creative? Would
What,
you
in
go back?
Nigeria?
Would you go back and maybe like shoot or do something?
100%. I want to do
Yeah.
video shoots. I want to
It's
film.
booming there, you know.
Bro, I want to.
Even the YouTube scene, I'm like,
Yeah.
what? This guy's edit.
I would love
Wow.
to do a Nollywood film.
Yeah.
I'd love to do a Nollywood
Do
film
it.
still, yeah.
No, love you. When you do one.
They got,
Yeah.
they got all the drones.
Yeah,
thing out there.
fam,
Like,
the quality is improving. I'm
Yes,
seeing more
yeah.
and more content on Netflix now. I'm like, yeah, no, this looks
Yeah,
good. It's good to see.
Yeah.
Because there was a point when I was in uni, I was like, oh, nah, man, you know what, I can do a better job with my camera. But nah, they're improving the quality and I'm rating it, so yeah.
You lot see when Cardi B went to
yeah.
Lagos.
Bro, I saw that.
No, she
Yeah,
enjoyed it
so
still.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
yeah.
loved it.
Yeah.
And I know she was on the toilet, fam. Like, you man, I know she was on the toilet. I know she was. But yeah, bro, just I was keeping up with her Instagram and just the things that she was doing there. It just it looks just so live.
Bro, I forgot we have to.
We're growing. It's just corruption,
You
fam.
just
Corruption.
you got a name.
It's long.
You get Oluwa,
Oh, we'll see.
offset some chieftaincy there, man.
We can all go and do Afro Nation in Nigeria.
Lord.
All of
You
us
said they
go.
can't.
No, I said we should all go and just go.
Yeah.
Like when they enroll us on World War III.
Oh my days.
Well, that's you, man, still. Because I'm not exactly Nigerian, innit? So,
Nah, you can enjoy it.
No, you can come, man.
I can come through.
Yeah, you come
Enjoy it.
through, bro.
Enjoy it.
Fam, go enjoy. Yeah, man.
Well.
Eat real jollof rice. I'm joking.
I'm okay, shot at that. I just met you. It's Pete. What just happened to our audio, by the way?
No, it's recording.
It's recording.
Good,
Oh,
slowly.
Because it was one full bar and so
Nah,
Oh,
still
no.
recording, bro.
Okay. Okay. I'll be looking. They haven't come yet, so you might just continue this for as long as possible. And then
That's absolutely fine, man. What's your journey like back home? Because the way I was walking down this road, to just go, fam, I went straight past. I ended up, I don't want to say, I don't want to go there.
Paul ended up somewhere by Blackwall Tunnel.
Whoa!
You're stretching. Yeah, I'm not more
you
far
walk
off.
there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nah.
When you look at the maps, you will realise. Because when I typed in, I almost got like where we are and where Google Maps tries to take you is because of the name of the studio that you can be taken a bit further out than usual, innit? Because I walked past here and I looked in and I was like, this must be it, because everyone else is just looking empty.
Yeah.
Well, that's what Google does you like, innit?
Yeah.
Google's it's a bit of a shake store.
Some places they don't have Google Maps. Let's just thank God. Let's thank God.
You know what I wanted to ask you? You lot, because you throughout this podcast you've mentioned that you can create software. So can you, like, what kind of software can you make?
What do you need?
Oh, and you do apps.
Yeah.
You can develop apps.
I mean, with the right amount of guidance and focus and willpower, yeah.
I've done
We need to do a collaboration.
a mock-up app before. I used the Expo library. So basically, it's a simulator, and you basically have your phone.
Yeah.
Using the simulator, you create the app, and you literally have, let's say, you see how Twitter works. You learn about different navigation. So if you click on your profile picture, a screen will come up. A different screen to, like, let's say the messages, for example. So yeah, I've had fun with that. Authenticating the user, signing them up, going through that process, using the JSON web token to store it on the device. So when you click off the app, you can actually click back on and you're still logged in. So yeah, with that,
I think we've done that. But
Yeah, finally, yeah, but the same as well.
yeah, we had the same.
That's it though.
It's
Definitely
actually
good talks. I know I've got a few ideas, some multi-millionaire ideas, but I can't develop no apps. I can only design them. So
you know, the Technullogy Podcast, that's what we're here for.
that's calm.
If you know about what is it, Adobe XD?
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what
design. Yeah.
So that's pretty much what for my final year project. That's what kind of like from design.
Yeah.
No, I couldn't just go into coding straight.
Mm.
I had to from the grassroots. What is it actually gonna look like?
Yeah.
Okay.
that's the smartest way to do it, to be honest,
Yeah.
because you can't. Well, there's so much of a process that comes. Just
Oh, so that's actually how you learned.
No, that's how like.
Oh.
you have to design it before. You
Yeah.
start.
But some people still go into like, oh, let me just code it and then trial run. Okay, but me, I started from like design phase. You know, how the user would interact with it.
I don't
When
really,
they click this.
I don't really enjoy designing too much, you know.
Yeah, I remember I was telling you to do it.
Design
fam.
starts with wireframes. First.
Yeah, all that kind of stuff.
We use that.
Some people just jump into designing, but I feel like if you want to do it properly anyway, you've got to really think about a wireframe plan and then really plan how the most efficient and easiest way for the user to, you know what I mean, the user experience to be optimal. So, yeah. Some people, they do fancy nice designs, but really and truly, if it was to be made, it won't really make sense.
Exactly.
That's why I don't like designing, man. I think with design, you can keep doing design.
I was telling this guy, fam, draw it out, fam.
Nah.
Get out of the XD.
No, I know it's
you just draw boxes.
I still do that. Like when I'm meeting with clients, like we'll go through like mock-ups of what it looks like. But I'm saying like to go through, to take the design and then do design, you come back, you're still designing. It's jarring.
Bro, I enjoy that process though.
Really?
Yeah.
So wait, if I was a client and I said I've got a small scale app, just something to help like my brand, maybe it's I don't know, maybe it's like a booking app with a gallery or just something simple, nothing like a proper app.
Yeah.
Just simple features like what the price is looking like.
Prices?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Or is it free?
No.
So what's the
Not
price?
at all. It's because of the amount of work. Because when you say booking
it's
app,
work.
then
I want to know
about
what
databases.
Exactly.
Thinking about who you have, like. You have to think
how
of
does that
user
work?
stories.
Where's it going now?
The storage, all of that. Yeah.
So from the moment that you speak to us, we then have to start breaking up into.
I don't know anything about it though.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Literally, from the moment you speak to us, we have to start thinking, okay, who's going to use it? What are they going to use it for? How is it going to be used? Otherwise,
sounds about right.
how can we split it up into different sections that can actually be used? Okay, cool. We've gotten these relative user stories. Okay, what is it going to look like? What are your color profiles? It goes deep. Like, if you have to then start designing for different disabilities, different accessibility.
Yeah, bro, there's a lot.
Yeah, fam.
HCI, fam.
Bro, HCI. That was one of my favorite subjects.
Yeah.
Like before the new year, somebody asked me like, and it's like they wanted me to do this, that, and the other, and straight away you got to pricing, and I'm just like, bro, Oh my guy.
Yeah, you're jumping.
Listen,
You're jumping way too far.
pricing. Nah, listen.
That's where I'm at. You see what I'm saying? I'm not really concerned about the price. Earlier, it's like, let us understand the brief.
Yes.
If you come to me like on a professional thing, you want me to do something for you. I don't even want to hear about pricing. Let's sit down. Let's work out what we're gonna go through. I'm gonna tell you that we have to go through X, Y, Z before we get to A, B, C. We have to go and look back at X, Y, Z if it makes sense. So there's a lot to it.
So when people come up to be like, oh, how much do you do this? When you tell them the price,
I
think it's just like a sweet or drink. I can just tell you £1.
Big man thing.
That's something I find hilarious. It's one of my favorite.
People are like, oh, why is it too high? Like, this person did it for me for that price. Go back to them then.
You see how
I wish I aired that message.
I should have let me land because I was going to explain to you why is that price. I'm joking.
Bro, the guy was with his girl at the time, and his girl used to be in my maths class at GCSE. So obviously he thought he'd come at me with that angle. Like obviously we got that history there, which was cool. I didn't mind that, but we're not gonna sit and talk business while you're living your social life and we're out here and we're enjoying the leisure and you're over here. Oh, what's the price of this, man? Just, bro, listen. If you're serious, hold up my phone. We can sit down.
Actually
talk. Go through things. So it just depends on what you're trying to do. And how deep you want to go.
Yeah, makes sense. That's fair enough.
It's
app design is not easy. Like. For both sides, whether trying to, as a client who wants to get an app or a developer trying to make one or design or trying to do the front end. It's all
people are just worried about how where can we get it done? Like,
come on, people are impatient now.
Impatient. Like, enjoy it. Like, let me create this for you. Wait, you want me to rush it for you? Then now tell me, look what he did. Put me on Twitter. Oh, look what this guy did for me. He took my money. Come on, man. No, I see it, fam.
You know what? I feel like people more time when you get to talk to people, it's not really an app that they need. They just think, okay, apps are popping right now. But when you're thinking of strictly business, an app isn't going.
I'm not talking about apps. I'm talking about stuff like
just creatively.
Creatively.
Okay.
In general,
me, I associate app with millions of dollars or pounds. Like when I hear apps being developed, like delivery and stuff like that, I'm hearing you need big seed money to develop these apps. So I don't really know how that works.
Even with that, they've designed that just if you think about the user base, that's already in the thousands of millions. It's deployed in different countries. But if you think about just a small business and you're creating an app for, let's say, hundreds of people, you just got to weigh it up. A website could do that, and that would be probably much cheaper. So if your user base is high, then
I never even considered that. So if you have a bigger user base, then that could be better.
Yeah,
is that what
definitely.
You're saying?
In some circumstances, in most.
So
so the way I've seen it is like, to some extent, it's not just the user base. It's what's the most accessible thing. It's what's the most accessible thing for the audience which you're actually making it for. So you can have a website, but most websites they'd say develop it so they can still be used on the phone anyway. So it's one of those things where you need to be able to cross over between the two, because I can make a website for you, but then the website needs to be able to be fully compatible with the phone. And even then it's like, okay, how big is the screen? How's this? How's that? How far are we looking into
CSS and responsive web design comes in.
And that's why Bootstrap comes in, because that's where life to be a bit easy.
Hello. Yes.
I mean, technically,
not ending.
Exactly. But we ended.
So we haven't ended. So what happened was,
okay, just do the do the outro.
the camera died,
Yes.
so we had to move the stuff there. That's because you look like, what's going on?
No, it's fine. Do your thing.
Outro real quick. Alright, cool. So this has been a Technullogy Podcast. We've had Emmanuel.
Obviously.
Check him out on all social platforms.
And his book as well.
Building the brand.
Building the brand.
The book.
We thoroughly enjoyed having you on, so
thank you for having me, man. I appreciate it, man.
I
It's the
personally enjoyed working
first time I've been a guest on a podcast.
Okay.
Yeah, we should make a radio.
You know why I started the podcast actually? It's because I wanted to be a guest and no one invited me, so I started mine.
Oh man.
Yeah. So you lot, if you came a couple months earlier,
What's your podcast? Shout out your podcast.
So my podcast is the
Yeah.
Emmanuel Ajayi Podcast, and I
Yeah.
talk about all things branding and creative, and I bring on creatives like myself as well, and we discuss the journey as well. So similar to what we did today as well. So yeah,
Okay.
it's cool.
Wow.
Man.
All right. Catch us on all podcast platforms. This video should be out. When is it?
Please don't even know.
Probably. It will come out when it come out.
Come out when it
Come
comes
on,
out.
when it comes out. Soon.
All right. All right. That's it.
Alright, well, out.
Okay.
It's technology.
Hey.